Right, I'm here with the three new joint chairpersons, as voted in at the AGM last Saturday. This is just a little introductory video, just to make the announcement, but also get to know all three a bit better. Maybe talk about their history with the club and plans for the future, etc. A little taster. So, just introducing from left to right here, it's Andy Clarke on the left, Matt Hope in the middle there, and Chris Daynes, I know him, on the right. So just starting with Andy then, do you want to just fill us in? For anyone who doesn't know you, obviously we've got a lot of new people in the club recently. Everyone should know you, but if there's anyone watching who's not, do you want to just tell us about your history with the club?
Yeah, I've been at this club since I was a boy, 15 years old. Started his career with the reserves and played for the youth team reserves and the first team, and had the fortune of coming back and then running the under 18s and progressing on to having an opportunity to run the first team, which in itself was quite a privilege. Had a few years away, had a family, and brought my girls up to an age where they didn't rely on daddy quite so much, and then have been back in roles as committee members and vice chairman, and previous to this, ground development officer. And now here we are in the new prestigious role at the top of the tree. So hopefully we can do something positive.
Okay, and Matt?
Yeah, my time at the football club goes back to when I was 5 or 6, coming up here to watch my father play on a Saturday afternoon with my uncles, from which my mum then was flipping burgers and hot dogs in the old shed, shall we say, and continued to support the club right through my teens until I played and represented the club under 18s. That was all under the Felixstowe Town guys. At 18 I went across and played first team football for Walton for a number of years before coming back to the club to run my daughter's side for 4 to 5 years and getting involved in the junior committee, then the senior committee, and now here as joint chairman. Okay, and Chris?
Well, my involvement has all been off the pitch. Didn't quite make the standards to make a team on the pitch. Started off as a supporter. Remember our first game, 1987, FA Vars.
Letchworth,
Garden City, 3-1 defeat. Spent most of the game running under the old wooden grandstand and playing with a tennis ball against the fence rather than watching the game. Just became a supporter, joined the committee after a plea for new blood in 2004. Started putting my hand up for lots of jobs and done lots of off-field things ever since. Had one or two breaks when I've been running other businesses, but came back full-time in 2013. Played a role in getting us on new facilities, then become chief executive, and here we are today.
Okay, now just talk about the role itself. I mean, obviously we've had one man up to now, as most clubs do. Is it just a case of the club's grown so much that it's just too much for one man, or one person I should say? So how's that come about that it's the three of you now?
I think, if I may, first of all, we know it's not the way it's been done before, and we know it's not probably the traditional way that football clubs are run. However, it is such a big role with so much responsibility. The club has so many hundreds of little tasks within it. For one person to be responsible for all of that and know the ins and outs of every part of the club is really difficult, you know, when people have got families and proper work. I think all three of us probably wouldn't have gone for the position on our own, if I'm right in saying, but by sharing the responsibilities and the workload and sort of divvying up the jobs to our specialities, I think it's the way forward. And just because it hasn't been done that way in the past doesn't mean it's the wrong way to do it, and time will tell.
Yeah, just to reiterate Chris's comments earlier, certainly from my perspective, the role to run this football club has become too big for one individual. Certainly with the current pandemic and the situation we find ourselves in now, in trying to secure the future of the football club and stabilise it and move it forward, it's even more important to try and continue to grow and develop. And as such, there's so many different roles within the football club that me, Chris and Andy have all got our different areas of expertise, and you mould them together, and I think we've got a fantastic team.
Okay. Anything to add, Andy?
No, I think the boys have hit the nail on the head there, to be honest.
Okay. Obviously referring back to prior to Saturday with the AGM, obviously we had Andy Wilding in place for 9 years. Important to give a mention, I think, to the sterling work that he put in over those 9 years. Yeah,
I think it's fair to say that Andy done a fantastic job at the time he was a chairman. I think it's also fair to say that he was ably assisted by Chris as well, and during that period of time the two of them have brought the football club on fantastically. I'd like to say a big thank you to Andy, and I'm sure these guys would as well, for the money he's put into the football club over the years. And there's a role for him, ambassador role for him within the football club, which he's fully aware of, and he's accepted.
Okay, and then so moving on to the future, what are the sort of initial plans? Just to maybe stabilise for a year, or are we, dependent on obviously the circumstances in the world, let alone our football club, or and then what are your sort of plans for the future? There's a lot of developments I hear that are possible, floating around, ideas here, there and everywhere. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think everybody's going to be in the same boat, aren't they? It's not about long-term business plans at this moment in time. It's about, as Matt said earlier, stabilising, getting some new foundations in, because the situation where we are with the virus has undermined a lot of football clubs, and we now need to get that solid base again ready for us to build on. So in reality, this season is we call it SAS, it's stabilise and survive, ready for next season. And it's going to take a lot of hard work, it's going to take a lot of ingenuity, it's going to take a lot of people pulling together in the right direction. And I think from the feedback we're hearing already is that there's a lot of people who are positive and excited about the way things could go.
Absolutely, and just to add to what Andy said, we've got some fantastic people that sit on our committee, hard-working volunteers that will help us to run this football club. But what's also really nice is there's been sort of some new people that have shown interest to get involved and sit on the committee and help us in our quest to, as Andy says, survive and stabilise the football club for the coming season. But not only that, moving forward in sort of 18 months, 24 months time to grow and develop it.
Okay.
I think any plan we might have had 6 months ago is completely different to the plan we have now. It's not an easy time to come in really, because with the way things are in the world, we've got a difficult job on our hands, but luckily within the club, the fan base, the facilities we've got, the club is debt free. It does stand us in good stead to ride out whatever's left of this pandemic and then start growing again.
Okay, so for now we just hold tight basically, get through this, and then we'll look to the future.
None of us know how long this is going to last, and we don't know the full impact yet. Depends how long it goes on, depends on crowds, events, all the rest of it. Money does make the football world go round, and that will have an impact on where we are in 12 months' time, and how we can carry on growing forward. I mean, we have come a hell of a long way in the last 3 or 4 years. stabilising for a year or two is probably not a bad thing anyway.
That's a good idea.
To play catch up in certain respects. So we're in a good position, and I say I'm sure there's a lot of clubs worse off than others, people-wise, finances-wise. I think we're in a
I think there'll be many football clubs look at us with a little bit of envy come the start of the season when you see the management team we've got in place, the squad is put together. Hopefully now, you know, the committee will have faith in us and the backroom staff and everything. And then you go outside and you look at the pitch and the facilities. Yeah, I think we're in a good starting place.
Yeah, of course, sorry, Matt.
So I was just going to say, I think it's fair to say that the community is behind the football club as well, which, you know, going back 10, 15 years hasn't always been the case, but the football club and the community are much more as one. And I think in times like this, when you all pull together, you stand a far better chance of success. Yeah,
and of course it's so much more than the main pitch also, because obviously we've got a fantastic junior section, such an important part of the community as well, and of course a lot of people involved in that as well. So just finally, I guess there'll be a few roles available now you're sort of in place and you'll be looking at various things. I know we have a vacancy possibly for a secretary now. Anyone watching the video who'd like to get involved, you got any particular roles you're looking at apart from that, or as well as that?
It's early days, isn't it? I think we're going to get the first committee meeting under our belts, see where people are, see what positions are vacant, and then go from there, really. Maybe approach a few people, hopefully a few people will approach us.
Yeah, as I say, you know, there's a couple of people already that we've sort of spoken to since the AGM on Saturday that have indicated an interest to get more involved. So it's a case of just finalising that, but sitting down at the next committee meeting with the current committee members before we bring anyone else in. I think it's only fair to sit down with the guys that have been here for a number of years with us and get their feedback in terms of where they're at, and whether there's anyone within the current committee that wants to step up to a more detailed role. Okay, well, thank you for your time tonight. Congratulations all three. Best of luck for the new season and the future. And yeah, we'll catch up soon, no doubt.
Thank you, Stuart.
Cheers, Stuart.